Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am your girl Shade Boo. Only if you're new here. If you are not new here, then you know who I am already, obviously. Anywho, well, thank you for clicking on this video. I appreciate it. It's obvious you clicked on this video because you read the title. Maybe it relates to you, maybe you know somebody going through it, but this morning was very challenging. My son Zion, he is 16 years old. He does have autism. He was diagnosed from, I would say, maybe like between 2 and 3 years old. Today was very, very challenging. And being a mom of a child who has autism can be challenging depending on, I mean, there's always challenges no matter what, all children, but depending on where your child is on the spectrum, obviously determines the type of challenges you may have to go through. Okay. So, I don't know, I might get emotional in this video. This is in real time. With that being said, it's not easy. It's not easy. One, it's not easy being a mom in general. Every year brings something different, and every year requires something new from you. This morning, well, actually last night, I went, every now and then I kind of go through my son's phone because I like to make sure that he is using his phone in a respectable, appropriate manner, and you know, things of that sort. And so my son, he loves art, he loves to draw. I recently learned that my son is on the internet. He has Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook. Yeah, and the reason why you keep like seeing me pace myself as I'm telling you guys, you know, what's happening is leading somewhere, but it's because my son is I'm very, very proud of him. I have nothing to be ashamed of him. My son could have been born with no legs, no arms. I still would love him like he's a whole, full human being. So there is no shame in my game at all. But because I know this world of the internet can be cruel and can be mean, I do my best to keep my son away from this whole media thing, you know? So talking about him, I'm letting you guys into what I would consider like, you know, a safe space, my private, like my son is my privacy. Like he is just, you know, as he's not someone I want to share with the world, you know what I mean? And he's special to me, and yeah, so that's why I'm like pacing myself. So I learned he has all of these social medias. I was looking through his phone quite a few times. Like I started to notice certain things and conversations, and he also has the Oculus. And you know, that's a whole nother world. He has brought the two together, like his social media along with the people he talks to on the Oculus. It's just this world that he kind of got all caught up in. And so just reading his conversations with people and just listening to how people speak to him, how he's speaking to people, the way he's conversing, I have a issue because these people are strangers, and the internet is not a safe space. It's not a safe space, and it's not a safe place, not for children. And although my son has sense to know right from wrong. He is not differentiating that this is not good for me. To him, they love my art that I post. You know, we're friends. We talk all the time. And I'm telling him, trying to explain to him and for him to process it in a way that he could understand why this is not safe and what it can lead to, and that there are adults on the internet who play as children and lure you in and get you real comfortable until they could make they move a certain way. And so I noticed certain things, and the thing that really got to me was somebody told my son that he should go kill himself and it would be a good idea. And when I brought it to his attention. And you know, if you are a parent who has a child with autism, I'm gonna say level 1 because they're very expressive. He's just like, Mom, yeah, even though they said that, I'm not a maniac. I wouldn't go and do that to myself. But it makes me think about the child that would. So much going on in the world that you can't sit and say, not my child. My child would never do that. You just can't say that. And to know that somebody encouraged my child to do something that is so evil, is so mean. The thought plays in my mind that what if he had? What if he had of? It could have been a down day for him. It could have been a day of him feeling worthless, he's not enough, whatever the case may be. And what if he had of? It makes you think about the parents who catch it late. It makes you think about aftermath. That you find your child who has just harmed themselves in some way. That's it. And you start going through their stuff and you start seeing these conversations and seeing that somebody encouraged them to do this. And it's a lot of things that you could come back from. But the death of your child, there's no coming back from it. I used to think, maybe other moms maybe feel like this. I used to think that I was that mom, that I was just I'm such a good mom, and I make every right decision for my kids, and I give them the best. They go to the best. They have the best. They have the best doctors. They have the best teachers. They have the best. And I thank God for his favor. I thank God for his favor. But it started to make me feel like I'm so proud as a mom that my kids are exempt. They wouldn't go through stuff like that. And even if they did, they're strong enough to stand firm and to, they're always going to make the right decision. They're always going to. And I am guilty of thinking that. I'm just like, me and my kids are just exempt from certain things. And you learn, they get older and they start to experience things. And the things that when you realize the things that you want to protect them from is what they walk right into sometimes. Trying to get him to understand that you're not mature enough to be on social media. You're not strong enough to be on social media. You're not in a mature, sensible place to be able to differentiate that this person is asking me personal questions and that's not okay because I don't know them. So let me go the other way. You're in a place where, oh, they're asking me questions because they want to be my friend and they want, which leaves you vulnerable. And he doesn't understand that part. And that bothers me because that's where I come in and I want to protect my child, obviously. So today was very, very challenging, and I deleted every account of social media. I took away the Oculus. He's not allowed to have any privacy right now. As a mom, I kind of stepped back a little bit. I kind of stepped back. And, I have the support of my mom. I have the support of my husband, who I have to give, the credit to, who does help me and who understands, because he's been with my son for a long time. But it's like that world is so dark, and it goes jet black real fast. And so I believe in checking the phones. I believe in seeing what they have going on. And that's just for an average child. But, yeah. So, today was, the internet is not a safe place for your child. It's not a safe place for your children. These kids are all caught up in all types of stuff. And then when it knocks on your door, their legs is shivering. That means that you're not mature enough to be on social media. And being caught up in this virtual world and these people, and I'm like, he's become too comfortable that he doesn't even want to interact socially with real people that he knows. He just kind of, secludes himself, and is just him and these folk that he talked to. And I'm like, So now I had to really, really, really put my foot down. And a part of me was, because there was something my mom would always be like, and mothers always know. Mothers always know. So I always have to be honest with myself about things. But my mother used to always come over and she'd be like, that boy, he be in there too long in a room. The door's closed. He's in there for hours. And, my son, that's how he likes to be. He likes to be to himself, with himself. He don't really want to do too much. He wants to be doing his drawings. He wants to be his Oculus, his phone, and that's it. All you got to do is feed him. And I kind of was allowing him to do that, because if I forced him to do anything outside of that, it would be all types of uproars, and it just be like this, constantly challenging. And if I force him to go somewhere with the family, he's going to complain the entire time, and he's going to make the experience for everybody else hell because he doesn't want to be there. So a part of me feels like now I look at it like that was just, it probably is true that he does not want to, be in large crowds and stuff like that, because he just prefers not to. But he also knows that I'm not going to force him to do things that he don't want to do. But my mom would come over and she would be like, Sade, that boy spend too much time in that room by himself. You got to watch him. You need to be watching him. I used to be like, no, he's fine. Leave Zaya be, please. Just even wanting to kind of deal with it and just kind of putting it down. And Since my son was a baby in the incubator at 6.5 weeks old, I was there. And so I feel like from like, I would say like 15, I kind of like stepped back a little bit and I wasn't really on top of him like I should have been. So I feel like it's something I could have caught early. And one thing is hard for me to accept, and this may not be true, but it's how I feel. Like I should have listened to my mom, and I should have been on top of it and paying mind to really what he was doing. And so right now I feel like some guilt a little bit. And I feel like a little bit like I failed a little bit. And yeah, so yeah. So I just wanted to come on here and just share a little bit of that with, well, shit, I shared all of it. But, you know, it's not being the parent, because I know you have dads also that are, whether single parents, whether you are good co-parenting with the child's mom, or whether you are with the child's mom of your child who may be autistic. It's real. The challenges are real. And it's not easy. And it's just, I just take it one day at a time. I take it one day at a time. You know, my son has a good support system. And everybody understands Zion. We understand how he operates, how he processes, you know, and we all respect every milestone that he takes. When they got me and my son some breakfast, then I came home and me and him, we sat and we talked, and I was just explaining to him a little bit more, like, you know, the concerns of as a parent, and it's hard and stuff like that. And he seems to understand a little bit. He doesn't like the fact that I'm stripping him somewhat of his privacy and the things that he like. But in the long run, he will understand, because it is my job as his mom to protect him. Mind you guys, he is 16 years old now. So, you know, boys, they into stuff. Now I have to get him out of that room. And even if it's for a walk, even if it's for to run a little errand, even I just have to wheel it back. Parenting is never over. Even when they 18, 19, 20, 21, 31. I'm 37 and my mother still be parenting, even though I'd be like, girl, bye. Same thing with my father. No, my father, he acts like I'm about 15 still. Where I'm at, where I'm going, what time I'm going back. Like, it's ridiculous. Boy, bye. But, you know, so yeah. So for any parents that are dealing with their child who has autism, no matter whether level 1, level 2, level 3, stay encouraged. When you see it, deal with it right then and there. One day at a time. Lead with love. Definitely pray, because through this entire time of raising my son, God has truly been in the midst. And just, you know, just give yourself some grace. And because it's not easy. It's not freaking easy. We might look good doing it And sometimes we might look crazy doing it. But the point is, we get up and we do it. We get up and we do it. So I just want to, although I always tell my kids I love them every single day 100 times, I want to love on my son just a little bit more, even though he's like, you know, cringy about the mushy stuff. But yeah, so while talking about this was very therapeutic, and this is in real time, so this is my real feelings right now about what happened a few hours ago, about maybe 2 hours ago. Thank you guys for listening. Again, stay encouraged, stay prayed up, keep pushing. Every day you get up, give yourself grace. And I love you guys. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for staying connected. Make sure you share this video. Make sure you like it. Make sure you repost it. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Yeah, I love you guys. Until the next video, I hope you guys have the day you deserve. Love you. I'm out.